What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? This, of course, here's JamiroFan 2000 with another episode of JamiroFan Talks About. For the uninitiated in this series, this has been a recurring series, a discussion series here on my YouTube channel, looking at the past, present, and future of Jamiroquai and their now over 30 years of musical making. And this episode is going to be looking at the topic of high-definition audio formats. Well, it appears that in addition to recently seeing to celebrate 30 years of Jamiroquai, we recently saw Jamiroquai's 1996 seminal album Traveling Without Moving get remastered into Dolby Atmos, which of course is an audio format through Apple, and of course V Acoustics Creations, which was done for a pitchback playback event in both Los Angeles and London. That was done in the month of February of 2023. Now it looks like Jamiroquai's album Traveling Without Moving has been remastered into a third high definition audio format. Let me give you a little bit of background. According to, I did check this with my contact at Jamiroquai HQ to see if this was legit, but it appears that Sony, who has a connection with Jamiroquai for a good amount of their discography for many years, has developed their own audio, high fidelity audio format, much like Dolby Atmos, much like V Acoustics Creation. It's called 360 Reality Audio, and it, as of recently, has been starting to make some musical waves on some of the music streaming platforms, most notably on Deezer and Amazon Music Streaming Service, or paid subscription streaming service. Well, it appears that Jamiroquai's album Traveling Without Moving is one of many albums which have recently been remastered. In this case, on Amazon Music's music streaming platform, to be remastered in 360 Reality Audio. Now, Amazon Music Streaming Service is, of course, a paywalled service, so I am not privy enough to be able to be listening to all these tracks on there, but in the samples that are currently available at the Amazon Music Streaming Platform's official website, you can clearly hear some major instrumentation, isolation of instrumentation in this remastering of or 360 audio, spatial audio remaster of Jamiroquai's Traveling on Moving album, and that's very, very cool. It's good to see Jamiroquai, or should I say Jamiroquai and Sony Music, kind of modernizing the discography of Jamiroquai by going towards some of these new high fidelity, high audio, almost lossless spatial audio formats to really enhance the overall experience of the Jamiroquai album. And we know Jamiroquai's sound. It is very, very thick. It's very expansive. And this new digital isolation that's going on with the remastering is actually a bit of a godsend, because you can hear a lot of things that you otherwise never heard before. And I do not know if the Dolby Atmos version of Traveling Without Moving, compared to the 360 Reality Audio, is going to have even more rarities of audio moments that were heard and audibly heard in the Dolby Atmos version. For I don't have the luxury of having an Amazon Music streaming subscription, but that might change very soon. But Sony has a big website talking about their new 360 Reality Audio that is available online for everybody in the Jamily to go and deep dive in their own time to get a little more understanding for their new high-end audio fidelity audio format of spatial audio. But the album for Traveling on Moving for Jamiroquai is now streaming in 360 Reality Audio from Sony on the Amazon Music Streaming Service, and you can check out samples of it at their official website. You don't have to be logged in to check out these samples, but you for yourself can listen to these audio samples and actually hear some pretty impressive isolation of instrumentation, like we heard in the V Acoustics version, and of course the Dolby Atmos version. But if you'd like to check this out for yourself, it's currently on the Amazon music streaming website. So if you'd like to check that out for yourself, in addition, I'll put up a link to the Sony Music page, all about 360 Reality Audio. Very, very informative about this new audio format that Sony been unveiling over the last 2 years and slowly rolling out by remastering all these classic albums on the Amazon Music Streaming Service. I'll put links to both of those things down in the description area of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below, so be sure to check that out in your own time. And if any members of the Jamily end up going for an Amazon streaming service subscription and listen to this album, please be sure to share your thoughts on how it sounds down in the comment section of this episode of JamiroFan Talks About down below. I'm most interested in hearing your feedback. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. I hope you enjoyed this episode of JamiroFan JamiroFan Talks About. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to ding the bell on your YouTube to stay up to date on all the latest new content coming from the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. I have a feeling there's going to be much more news coming up very soon. I know it's going to be a busy tour. It's going to be a busy tour coverage season coming up for me, with 6 tour dates coming up between June to August of 2023, and hopefully one of those concerts I will be going to. Fingers crossed, I'll keep you updated. But as always, this is JamiroFan 2000. Thank you again, everyone, for the support, and I'll see you again really soon with much more Jamiroquai related content here on the JamiroFan 2000 YouTube channel. Bye-bye, everybody, and take care.